Hi there, guys. We're back onto the level one book, Q Skills for Success, second edition. By now, you should know by now, unit one, two, three, four, five. And just in case you forgot, unit one is about how to find a good job. Unit two is about why do we study other cultures, of course. Unit three, what is the best vacation? Unit four, who makes you laugh? Unit five, is why do we enjoy sports? And now we're on to Unit 6 on page 104. Unit 6 is when is honesty important? Okay. Now, very easy topic, I think. It's pretty simple. Honesty. Honesty is being the word that you can relate with honesty is usually truthful. Okay. You're being honest, you're being truthful. When are you being honest? So when is honesty important? When is it the most important time? I think it's all the time, to be honest. If you're dishonest to someone, just think about it this way: you wouldn't like someone to lie to you. So that's probably the best way around it. Best way to look at the question. When is honesty important? The answer is all the time. Okay, so we'll go into question number one. What are some examples of honest things that people do? The first one would definitely be telling the truth. Okay, being honest would be telling the truth. Okay. Another thing you could say is returning something. Now, let's say I've dropped my wallet. Okay, my wallet has my credit card, my Akama, my bank cards, etc., driving license. I lost it. Now, if you find that wallet on the floor, the first thing you would probably do would be to look at the wallet, find out who I am, where I could live, and then you would probably try to return it. Am I right? Yeah. So these are the other things that people do that are honest. Okay. Now, number two, what are some examples of dishonest things that people do? So remember, an honest is doing the right thing, being truthful, doing the right thing. Dishonest is not being truthful, doing the wrong thing, basically. So the example of dishonesty, I would say stealing. Okay, if you see money, 1,000 real on the table, and if you take it, that would be pretty dishonest. If your friend asked you, "What do you think of this new jacket?" and you lie, that's being dishonest. Okay. So yeah, little things like that. There's so many things, but these are the brief examples of what dishonest things that people do. On question number three, it says here, look at the photo. What is happening? Is it important for a girl to be honest here? Now you can see this girl, right? So she's telling you to be quiet, not telling anyone anything. Okay. She's holding a cookie, and she looks like she's stealing from a cookie jar. Now the question comes: is she doing the right thing or the wrong thing? Now, obviously, I think everybody knows that that's pretty dishonest. She's stealing the cookie and asking you not to tell anyone. Okay, so when is honesty important? I think honesty important is all the time. Okay, with your teachers, with your friends, with your family, and yeah, that's it. And your partner if you have one. Okay, so we're gonna head on to the next topic. It's page 107. Okay, on page 107. We're going to talk about dishonesty in schools. Right. Now, a lot of people know that students, when you're a student, there's a time where people want to cheat or are trying to cheat, okay, to get a better score. The only reason people cheat is because they don't know the answers. They're scared they're going to fail. But again, it's dishonest, isn't it, really? So we'll talk about some of the words that was on page 107. Cheat, survey, according to, technology, quarter, grade, and suffer. Okay, and these are all the word meanings. So let's go for the first one. The number or letter that's shown how well you have done in school. That would be grade. Okay, number one is grade. B, to do something that is not honest or fair. Cheat. C, questions to find what people think or do. Survey, okay? A survey is usually a piece of paper and it has questions on there and it'll tell you to tick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tick what you think is best. Questions to find out what people think or do. Knowledge about science and how things work. That would be technology. 25% would be a quarter, number 5, quarter. F, to feel pain, sadness, or another unpleasant feeling. That would be suffer. And G, as something or something, sorry. As something or someone says. I would say accordingly. That's the last one, okay? The word according, according to, sorry. Once you finish that, turn over the page and go to page number, let's have a look. Go on to page number 108, okay? So, page 108, it says here, you are going to listen to the TV news report and about cheating and in school, okay? So what is the percentage of US high school students that think that they cheat, okay? In the US, in the United States, in America, how many people said people cheat in school? Okay, how many people on average would cheat in school? The answer for this one, without even listening to the audio, I'm telling you right now, is 75%. There's a lot of people that want to cheat in life, especially students that they want to get a better result. Okay, now once you finish that, on page 108, you can listen to an audio. Okay, this audio, I'm not gonna read it all out because it defeats the object. I want you to listen to the audio. Okay, and go through all these questions 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it tells you this is very helpful for note taking. Okay, when you want to take notes, want to get better, these are the perfect scenarios to give you a way to write down notes. Okay, so listen to the notes and write down the answers for each question on page 108. Okay, now if you go to page 109, it says read the paragraph and listen to the question again. Get the paragraph that best summarized the main idea of the news report. Now you've heard the news report by now, hopefully, okay, and you've done question number 1, 2, 3, 4. On this question, the answer for this one would be cheating is a problem in many schools. New technology makes it easy to cheat. School and teachers are thinking of ways to stop cheating. Okay, and that's very important, I think. D. It says here, complete the sentence in your own words using information from the listening. Now, question number 1. According to a recent survey, the answer here would be 75% of US high school students cheat in school. Number 2, Wendy Smith thinks it is not possible to prevent students from using their phones to cheat, okay? Using their phones to cheat. When Wendy Smith learned her students were cheating, she felt unhappy. Unhappy. Number 4, Don Quinn thinks that the internet is helpful to find information. Helpful to find information. Number 5, Don Quinn and Wendy Smith disagree about the use of technology. Okay, technology. So we're going to go to page number 110, question E. It says here, two teachers different opinions about cheating and what teachers and schools should do to prevent it. Use phrases from the box. The right person's opinion, write 3 sentences for each person, okay? So you got Wendy Smith and Don Quinn, okay? Now, if you have a look very carefully, you can write any of these sentences. These are very good sentences to start off, okay? I feel that, in my opinion, you can use it here. And if you want for Don Quinn, you can use any of these as well. Students should, shouldn't, etc. So write down what you heard from the audio, and it helps you construct a sentence a little bit better, okay? So I'll leave that to you, students, to do, okay? Just bear with me. We're going to go to page number 111. On page 110, on the bottom here, you've got 3 questions that will help you if you're still unsure, and it can give you a way of thinking a bit more further. Okay, in case you're struggling still. All right, and if you know it already, you don't need to answer them, but it'd be a good idea to answer if you're not sure still. On page 110. Now on page 111, listening skill, making inference. Inference. Sometimes speakers don't give their opinion directly. To understand what a speaker thinks or feels about the topic, we need to read between the lines. Okay. Now, when you speak to someone, what tends to happen is they don't always tell the truth. Sometimes they'll tell you the truth, but not in the most direct manner, okay, or the direct way. Sometimes they'll tell you, oh, it doesn't look good, but they're trying to be nice about it, okay, or they don't want to make you feel bad. That's what making inference means, okay, and that's basically it. This is the best way to describe it. These are examples here. Let's have a look. So once you listen to the audio, I'm going to go through the answers with you. So on question A1, Wendy Smith thinks technology is the cause of cheating. Number 2, Wendy Smith believes students who cheat will suffer. Number 3, Don Quinn doesn't think his students cheat. Number 4, Don Quinn doesn't think cheating is a big problem at the school. Number 5, Wendy Smith disagrees with Don Quinn. Okay, that's the answers for these. Now, if you go to page number 112, we're going to go back to the same thing that we did before. The words are underlined. You just need to circle A or B, okay? Now, on question number 1 on page 112, a little bit. A little means a small amount. So the answer for number 1 is B. Number 2, I found a great article online. So the word here is section. Underlined word is section. A section is a part of something, okay? A part of something. Number 3, get caught. To be found doing something wrong. Illegal. Illegal means not allowed by law, okay? That's one word that pretty much everyone knows in every language, okay? Number 5, so far. The answer for this one will be until now. Number 6, responsibility. A responsibility means an important job to do. Lie. Lie means something that you say that you know is not true. So 7 is A. Okay. Now, if you go to page number 113, we're going to go into this section here, right? So the answer's already done at the top there. It's done. So if you go to page number 113, you're going to do the same thing that we do in the previous units. We've done it before. We've done it several times. Write T for true, F for false. Okay. If it's false, then you need to write down the right answer. But I'm only going to tell you if it's true or false. So question number 1, Andre and Danielle are classmates. The answer is true. So write T here. Number 2, Andre copied his report from one website. False. Andre did not know his actions were wrong. True. Number 4, Stephen is applying for a job at a bookstore. The answer is true. Number 5, in the past, Stephen was the manager of a restaurant. False. And Stephen thinks he has the experience he needs to get the job. False. Right, we're going to be on page number 114 now, okay? On page 114, we're going to start from here. I'm going to read out the information to you, okay? So, complete the sentence in your own words using information from listening, okay? I'm going to, you've heard the report by now. I'm going to talk about the answers that I'd give you on this section, okay? So, number 1, Andre and Daniela are writing reports. According to Daniela, it is okay not to copy from the website. Plagiarism is copying someone else's work. Plagiarism is copying someone else's work. Number 4, Stephen is being dishonest about him working as a manager. Number 5, Stephen thinks it's not a lie because he takes small section. Okay? Now, once you listen to the audio, it says here, write your opinions, then compare your ideas, okay? So just write your opinions. Now, my opinions for Andre, okay? You can write this answer down now. So Andre, I would write down here the English section on the resume, okay? She should write more about her English education on the resume, okay? And Stephen, he should write down he needs experience, okay? Because he doesn't really have any, because he was lying before, okay? Now, once you finish that, on page 114, these are a couple of questions, okay? A couple of questions you can read and try to figure out yourself if you don't understand up till now what's happening, okay? This is a little bit of additional help. Now, if you go on to page 115, you can also use this to help you regarding any questions about being honest or telling the truth. Now, if you go on page 115, we're going to go on this yellow box. The yellow box is about, it's a vocabulary skill, percentage and fractions. So, percentage and fractions are different ways of talking about an amount that is a part of a whole. 1/2 equals 50%. So, I don't want to read all this for you. This is quite obvious. So, 25%, 25% is 1/4. 33%, 33%, 1/3. 50%, half. 66%, 2/3. 75%, 3/4. Okay, and that's it. Now, when you listen to the audio, if you don't have the audio, I'm going to read it to you. Okay. Okay, don't use the numbers, use the words. Okay. A recent survey in the US found out that about 66% of high school students cheat in school. They share test answers, look at classmates' test papers, and send text messages with answers during a test. And according to the survey, more than half of the students also copy reports from the internet. Half. So now we're going to be on page 116, question number 2 at the top. It says here, last year, about a quarter of my students turned in the final reports that they copied from the internet. I read an article about what schools in other countries are doing. The article said that in one African country, the government cancelled about 25% of test scores after students cheated on a test. Number 4, and a university in Europe did a survey on cheating. According to the survey, a third of students answered that they cheated, so the university put cameras in all the classrooms, okay? And that is it. As soon as you finish that, if you go on to page 116 on the bottom, all the answers you gave from question number 1 to 4, okay, you can write them in the numbers, okay, just here. And that is it. That's pretty much done. So that's unit 6. When is honesty important, okay, and why? Honesty is about being truthful, being a good person, being fair to someone, okay? I hope that helped you. Take your time to finish it, and yeah, we're going to go on to the next unit, which is unit 7 next, okay? So thank you, guys.